Alright, welcome to my dungeon. Today we're going to be showing you how to properly lubricate your KAHR CM9. Same would apply to a KAHR PM9, and I'm sure most other cars, and a lot of guns for that matter. Safety check, empty, of course, for those of you who hype on that online. You have the barrel, which I polished, which doesn't hurt the sliding effects or anything like that. Actually helps it, I think. This is polished as well, this bar here, and that's polished just for looks. So I'm going off the KAHR 10 lube points, which you can find on Google or any KAHR forum. So for those of you who don't like reading and would prefer somebody show you, like me, that's what I prefer, I will do that. This has already been cleaned. It's already been lubed actually, but I'll show you again and lube it again for you. So the core chart, or the KAHR 10-point chart. First thing, part of your kit, Q-tip. That, and I prefer slip 2000. A little bit on there. Just get that moist, and just go inside this hole here. Oh, still dirty. Yeah, just wet that up a little bit. No, don't need to soak it. Outside of the barrel here, you're gonna do that too. I usually just put one drop on there and just smooth it around, and then set that on something other than a t-shirt, which I got right underneath me, so it doesn't soak it all up. Guide around here, have the spring on it. So for this, just put a dab on my finger, mesh it up, and basically just smooth it all around all this stuff here, and that should suffice. And again, once you get that all cleaned off, you should be good. Just set it down. Oh. Now for this, there's two different ways to do this. Same thing with Glocks or any other guns. A lot of times they're going to tell you to put a drop inside the slide groove here and on this side here, and then just set it up like that, and it'll drip down, and you just wipe it off the bottom. For this purpose, I like to use grease instead of oil. So here I bought some kind of hobby needles. Looks like a hypodermic needle. Really fine tip. I guess it probably could have been a little thicker, but it seems to work okay, and it comes out real thin. I don't know if you'll even be able to focus on it here. What focus? Oh, maybe. So I can push it out here. We can see how oh, it's a big blob, but anyways, it comes out really thin. So I'll do is just run a thin bead down the inside of this, all the way down, just kind of zigzagging it a little bit. And the same thing for this side. Just sticking it in there, like I get the angle right here. Just sticking it in and just kind of zigzagging it. That way it stays in place and gives it a little extra lubrication. I think it's like $5 for 4 of these, and I use them for various things. And I have two in my gun drawer here. Whole area of the slide. Okay, the next is the normal. The hood of the barrel is going to rub on the inside of here. This whole inside. So again, I'll just put a drop on my finger and just smear that top hood there, top of the slide. Alright, and here is, I guess right on top of this part, there's a little knob here, and there's a little gap right on top of that. So for that, actually, I'll just put another drop on my finger, really small, and just kind of scrape it on that tooth instead of putting a drop in there. That way it doesn't sneak in anywhere it shouldn't be. The same thing with this flat part right here. Wants to have some lube on there. Just do that and rub that little piece. kind of just blotch it so it stays there. Alright, that's 7 and 8. And where are we going? Oh yeah, this rail too. So same thing, a little bit on the end of the pinky, and smear it on there. Smear, smear, smear. Now when you're cleaning too, the big thing is taking something. A lot of guys will spray brake cleaner in here. I don't have any with me, so I'm just going to use pressurized air right now. Just try and blow that in there. And just blow anything that's not supposed to be in there. Alright, and 10. Let it coat the guide rails. Alright, so I want some more. The chart calls for some more lube in these rails here. Ooh, there we go. Where are we at here? There we go. There's 2 rails here. And then actually there's some rails back here that probably wouldn't hurt to put anything on, but I'm going to use the grease again for that. And just kind of, again, just put a real thin amount of the grease right on that rail. A little bit will go a long way, but a little bit extra ain't gonna hurt you either. Put that away. And some people recommend putting some on this little ledge here. This isn't on the chart, but you just take a little bit of the lube, get it out there, and just coat that. If I coat those rails too, like I said, it won't matter. Alright, oh, skipped one. This guy, right there. This is going to go inside the barrel notch that you already lubed, and I polished mine so it's really extra slippery. Put that on there, and basically put it all back together, which is the best part. Alright, let's see if I can do this here. I don't usually make videos, so I apologize if the sound's bad or the nervousness is overwhelming. Not nervous, but I forget usually what I'm going to say when I want to say it. Ooh. And that'll happen. Put that in the end there. Get the barrel to stick. There we go. And there it is. Alright. That's up there. Put the pin back in the hole. You got to make sure you put that in. That there's a little tab on that needs to go under the spring that's sticking up. Now, I've only got 150 rounds through this, but so far so good. No real problems. I had a few problems before I sent it in. KAHR fixed it. But between the grease on the rails, I don't have any problem with movement at all. So it's kind of a long video to show you not a whole lot, but as you can see, the polished barrel and a little polished nubby there. Also polished these two, that and that. Basically just using a Dremel tool and some Red Rouge metal polish, and just polished right up. So it just adds a little bit something different to it. It's not looking the same. Looking into some jeweling maybe for that too, but that's another project and more money I don't want to spend. So there it is, lubricating your KAHR CM9.